All right, so I am here with our final ambassador to talk about one of the other letters in our Bear Too Strong. Today's letter is the letter N. Let me try that again. The letter N that's in the word strong. And so tell me what that N stands for.
Never quit.
Okay. Or how else could you say that?
Never give up.
Okay, so never quit, never give up. One of the other things that we talk about is to keep moving what? Forward. So what are some things that you've had to really kind of try to do that in your lifetime?
Earlier today I had social studies work that I had to do.
So even just today you had to do that?
Yeah.
To force yourself, like, don't quit, don't give up, keep trying, move forward. In social studies just today?
Yeah.
So do you think other students experience that every day or sometimes even multiple times a day?
Probably.
I would bet they do. So what are some other areas? We talked about school, maybe at home. What about like sports? Has there ever been anything that was challenging for you in sports that maybe took you longer to learn or was harder for you to get, but you just kept trying and never quit and got it?
Not really.
Not really?
But one time I got hit in the nose with a soccer ball.
Oh, that hurts. So were you a little bit scared for a little while afterwards? Like, oh, I hope it doesn't hit me? But then you kind of got past it?
I had a bloody nose.
Well, yeah, of course, right when it happened, right?
It was a bad one.
Yeah, but did you, again, did that make you kind of, I don't want to say scared but it is kind of scared. Like you're scared of the ball for just a little while after that?
Yeah.
Yeah? But you kept trying, right? You kept playing. You didn't quit and be like, no, I'm too scared, I can't do it. Right? You kept going. You didn't quit.
Well, I did admit I was scared of the ball a little bit more than often.
Yeah?
Because that was a goal we were practicing before a soccer game when the soccer players accidentally hit me in the nose with their ball.
Yeah. And so how do you feel about it now? Do you still have that fear or is it kind of gone?
It's kind of gone.
Yeah.
But sadly, soccer, we can't do soccer anymore because of COVID.
Right. Yeah, I know. Some of those things are kind of a bummer, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. What about, is there anything else that you've learned outside of school? Like, I can think back to teaching my kids to ride a bike and how many times they skinned their knees or they fell off before they finally got it and figured out how to ride on 2 wheels, no training wheels, doing the things that they do.
I'm still learning how to ride a normal bike.
And that's okay, because once you learn how to ride a normal bike, then you start learning how to do tricks, right? How to maybe skid, how to jump, how to wheelie.
I'm still learning how to swim too.
That's okay too. Yeah, but are you giving up?
No.
Are you quitting?
No.
No way, because why not?
Because we never quit.
Because we never quit, because we want to stay strong, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the only way to gain that strength is by continuing to push forward. Would you agree?
Yeah.
You got to push forward to have that strength. Otherwise, you wouldn't learn things, right?
Mm-hmm.
How many times do you think, and this is just you and I didn't talk about this at all, but if you just had to take a guess, how many times in, like, let's just say a week, do you think you do things that are small failures? Like you didn't do it the way you wanted to, it didn't turn out how you would like, wasn't quite good enough, wasn't quite picked up enough, like maybe even at home, like you didn't quite do the job your parents wanted you to do and they keep getting after you. How many times in a week do you think you maybe kind of fail at things or like have those small little failures? How many times do you think?
A lot.
A lot? Can you put a number to it? 10, 50, 100?
9.
How many?
9.
9 times a week? So probably at least once a day.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think most kids are that way?
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably.
Because what I'm thinking about is, we've got some kids that are watching you right now that sometimes struggle with some things that are really hard for them. So what advice would you give them as just another student? What would you tell them? Here's what we want you to do at Beartooth, and here's what you personally as an ambassador, want the kids watching to do. What would you tell them?
If they're having problems on anything, like any work, just don't stop. Just never give up.
And
Don't quit and keep going forward.
okay.
Persevere.
Ooh, there's a great word, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Persevere. That goes along with kind of our never quit, the N of never quit, and the R of resilient, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're very closely linked. They're kind of the same thing, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
To be resilient and to never quit. Why do you suppose that's in our Bear Too Strong thing twice?
Because it's really important. to not give up
Yeah.
or quit.
I think you're right. I think that's why the person who developed this thought, it's okay to put resilient and then also put never quit, because if we're truly going to be strong, we can't give in. We can't stop. We got to keep pushing forward. We got to muster up that, I don't know, that strength, I guess, for lack of better, that strength to keep on going, right? It is so important in our life. What about, do you think your parents use that at their work? Do you think there's times when they have things that are hard for them and they just can't quit?
Yeah.
Do you think there are times when they have people come into their business that maybe frustrate them, or that
Yeah.
it's tough to work with, but they have to keep persevering and never quit, never give up?
One time when there was no school, my mom let me go to her work for the day,
Oh, cool.
and she had to write a review, and she did it really quick in one day. She just started.
I'm sure it was a lengthy project, right?
Yeah, and it was very big. She had to type it.
So did she ever quit?
No,
Ever give up?
no.
No. So when you see people like that in your life, what would we call somebody like that who's showing you exactly how to go forward? What would we show them? What would we call them?
Example?
Examples or role models, right?
Mhm.
Do you think you have some good role models in your life?
Yeah.
Who are some of those?
My parents, some of my friends, teachers, and some of the staff at club, and the people that were my soccer team until it got canceled.
Yeah, they're all around us, aren't they?
Mhm.
We just have to look and notice them, don't we?
Yeah.
Because they're everywhere. I love it. Hey, thanks for talking with me today. I appreciate you taking the time.